Well, hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Content Talks. My name is Austin Savage. I am the founder of Savage Content Collective, a content marketing agency, and I am so glad that you are here. Today, I want to talk about the idea of quality. This is something that I hear a lot about when I'm talking to especially potential clients or just people about the content that they're producing. There is this big kind of obsession and worry about the idea of quality. And usually when people use that word, what they mean is they want to make sure that something looks really nice or that something sounds really nice, that the aesthetic of what is being produced is up to par with what they have seen from other people. And typically that is where people stop, right? They want the professionalism and production of their content to be some of the best that they've ever seen. But the idea of quality really needs to go deeper than that, because does quality matter? I mean, absolutely. But does quality just mean, oh, this, piece of content looks really nice, it sounds really nice, it's very well designed? No, really what quality should mean is, was this piece of content helpful? Was this interesting? Did it entertain me? Did it add value to my life? Because if people's answers to those questions are yes, they are going to say that that was quality content, even if the content wasn't, recorded super well, maybe didn't have the best sound quality for a podcast, maybe it wasn't a graphic that was designed super well. But if it helped them, then that was quality content. And this is often the shift that we work with for a lot of our clients, is really pushing past, right, this kind of facade or feeling of great content just because it looks nice, and moving further into the idea of just really focusing and doubling down on the commitment to add value to people's lives. Let me give you a couple examples. So two are from Gary Vee, and then one is from someone on Instagram called The Holistic Psychologist. But from Gary Vee, I know I was watching a Instagram video that he shared not too long ago, and it was a random kind of stranger came up to him on the street and asked him a question, and I imagine it was kind of to protect privacy or whatever, but he was recording a video before that. The person came up and interrupted him, and he kept the video rolling so you could hear the audio, but he just dropped his phone down, and it was a video of his pant leg. And still, I and plenty of other people watched till the end, got value from it, loved their conversation. And you could see, from an engagement perspective, he got a ton of engagement from that video. From a traditional quality perspective, was that best practice? No. A lot of people would not have been willing to share content like that. But because he was focused on the value that he was providing, he was able to connect in a deeper way with a lot of people. He has done the same thing on his podcast as well. I know, especially on some older episodes, he used to do a lot of Q&A. And there would be times from a sound quality perspective that, they would only maybe have the audio captured from his microphone. And there would be people asking questions, but you couldn't really hear the question that was being asked. There'd be like these 1 to 2 minute pauses of like no sound until you heard him answer the question. But for people who were interested in what he was saying, you stick around and you wait that out because you're curious about the advice that he's going to give. And you look past maybe the lack of quality in a sense and are looking forward to the value that you're going to receive because of the brand that he has built. A similar thing with the Holistic Psychologist on Instagram. She provides a ton of value. When it comes to her content, she is sharing so much about mental health and growth. And a lot of, even like recently, she shares a lot of stuff about family dynamics and just is so smart, and her content is so deep. But honestly, from a design perspective, the stuff that she is producing is not very impressive. Like a lot of the elements are just kind of, like put on the screen, but the content itself that is being shared is really good. And she has millions of people who follow her, and she has a very large community that she's built and a ton of trust and a great brand. People look past the quality and presentation of the content because of the value that she is providing. So all that to say, sharing things that do have a high quality aesthetic is not something that you need to avoid by any means, right? There are plenty of consumers who do value that in the content that they are looking for. And there especially are campaigns and things that really are supported by that type of content. But when it comes to that day-to-day production of organic content, especially for your brand, you don't have to use aesthetic as a gate for whether something is shared or not. Because oftentimes there is so much value that can be given to your audience, and in turn, that leads to trust. And when the goal is ultimately trust, we don't want to limit that in any way. And so I want to invite you to, start working towards sharing what you might consider imperfect content, sharing things that might not look or sound the way that you want them to, if those things can add significant value to your audience. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share this video with a friend. And I will see you right back here very soon.